Hello everybody and welcome back to this Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. Man, it has been quite a long time since I did a video. Actually, no, that's not true. I did a video about a month ago or so, which is still a long time. But I foolishly forgot to set up the recording properly so that the audio, so that my commentary would record with it. I noticed it once the video was finished that it did not record any of my commentary whatsoever. So I got frustrated with that, and so I decided not to do a video for a while. And also, there have been some major in-game events that have happened. As a matter of fact, the complete destruction of the whole world, the in-game event, took place at the time of this recording. I believe it took place about, oh goodness, I want to say at least 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe even longer. Might have been about a month ago, now that I think about it. But yeah, so the kind of the final cataclysm, the moon crashed into the planet, and as far as the storyline is concerned, I believe everyone on the planet was killed. Square Enix released an absolutely gorgeous cutscene that kind of chronicled the events of that apocalyptic scenario, but it is absolutely beautiful, really exciting. And as of right now, the game servers are they're online, obviously, because we're playing right now, but none of the progress is being saved. None of the character progression progress is being saved. So in a manner of speaking, none of this work that I'm doing right now is going to matter whenever A Realm Reborn comes online. But in another manner, it is going to be recorded because I'm recording it right now. All the content that's on here, I believe all the content that was available at the closing of the game servers, I believe all that content is still available now. It just won't. None of it's going to carry over. None of the items, none of the gear, none of the progress, the achievements, or anything. None of that's going to carry over. But that's okay. I'm still interested in showing as much of this as I can before they take it offline altogether. I believe the producers or the developers have said that they'll keep the game servers running so long as there's at least, I want to say, 30% of the game's subscribers are still signing on and playing. And they said if it falls below 30%, then they're going to close down these servers for good. I believe that was that's what the situation is. I'm not sure how many gamers are still playing this right now. I don't anticipate seeing very many, but hopefully we'll see a few. And in any case, we're gonna have a good time anyway, and see if we can still progress along the story and just get done as much as we can. So that said, I'm gonna pull up my main menu, check out my journal, and see what else. See what the most recent quest I have is. Let's see. Legends Adrift. The assessors at Miovan's Gate wish to question you to avoid any trouble with the thalassocratic authorities. It is best you hurry to the custom house and set matters straight. Alright, so I'm going to do that. I'm not going to spend as much time doing regional leave quests as I have done in other videos because, that's just leveling up. But the story quest, all that stuff is going to be gone, and I want to get that on video while I can. And also one other note, I switched controllers. I'm still using a controller to play the game at this time, but as of now I'm using an Xbox 360 controller plugged into my PC, and some of the buttons have been mapped a little differently, so I may fumble around with that a little bit, and if I do, that's okay, as I'm just doing it right now actually. So let's pull that up and find out where we need to go. We need to go, okay, back to Limsa. And in the interest of time, I am, well, as we saw on the map just a second ago, I am way out west of Limsa. Obviously here I am in the middle. Limsa is down here. So rather than run all that way back, I'm just going to teleport. Back to, let's see, Limsa. Yes. in Limsa. I'm actually really curious to see if we'll see any other players. I logged onto the game earlier today, and I actually did notice one other player, a low-level player, and I thought, well, that's just really neat. I'm glad that there's, you know, there are still some people signing on to play. Just check on my map again to make sure where exactly we need to go. So we want to be on the first level. Okay, first level, a little bit further out west. So we're going to go down here. Haven't gotten any news as far as I know about a release date for A Realm Reborn. I know that they've been Square Enix have been releasing videos, alpha gameplay footage, character creation footage from the new game, or from the update, and really cool stuff, very exciting, but as far as I know, there's not a release date. I believe in Japan they are in alpha testing, have not yet progressed to beta testing, and I believe the alpha is only for Japan right now, but as I read on different gaming websites, the testing is going well, exactly as they planned it to be going, so that's good for everyone who calls himself a Final Fantasy XIV fan. I do believe that the PlayStation 3 version and the PC version are going to be releasing simultaneously, and that gamers on both platforms will be able to play with one another. So that's... oh no. I think I just crashed. Sorry about that, folks. Had the game crash on me. Not sure exactly why, but anyway. As I was saying, PlayStation 3 gamers and PC gamers are supposed to be able to play together, so that'll be fun to play with gamers on different consoles, or at least on those two consoles. And also, oh, I just lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? Oh, I believe that there will be different control schemes and different visual presentation for the PlayStation 3 version and the PC version. So that's kind of neat too, that they're kind of tailoring the experience to be unique on either platform, which I believe has more to do with, you know, the fact that PlayStation 3 gamers are going to be using a controller, and most PC gamers are probably using mouse and keyboard. So it's more about mouse and keyboard or controller than it is about PC and PlayStation 3. I don't think this is the guy we need to talk to, but let's see if he is or not. Small talk. Well, I'm just gonna chat him up and see what he has to say. The assessors at the custom house finally approved my goods for import, but not before charging a hefty fee and forcing me to hand over a third of my cargo for, quote, further inspection. I had heard that getting shipments through Milvan's gate was difficult, but I never imagined it would be this taxing. Haha! Play on words. It looks like he does have a quest for us, but I'm going to try and stay focused on the one that I came here for, which it looks like I'm going to talk to Pitaja. And Legends Adrift, that's what we're looking for. Greetings and welcome to Milvan's Gate. We have been expecting you, Volatus Kane. Alright, looks like they're talking about me. I have little time to spend on idle chatter, so I will get to the point. This is Jarl, it looks like. That's how you say that name. You were lent a weapon, a standard-issue flintlock, by one of the Knights of the Barracuda, and now that weapon has gone missing. Oh dear. The unauthorized removal of a Barracuda firearm from the city limits is strictly prohibited under Thassalocratic Charter. Each and every weapon assigned to a knight is magically engraved with a number that identifies the weapon and its owner, making them easy to track and impossible to sell on the black market. On an unrelated note, I like her costume and her weapon. Before you make the mistake of your life, I strongly suggest that you hand over the weapon so that we can return so that we can all return to our blissfully mundane lives. Maybe your life is mundane. I'm an adventurer. You claim the weapon was confiscated from you by Sergeant Manscone. Are you certain of this? But he was assigned to the Seal Rock unit. Oh dear. Keeper Fend. What was that? I believe it was an explosion from somewhere within the building. Oh. What's this? Rosswin. Alright, you scholarlies, put down your quills and shut your yaps. Sanguine Sirens 12. Helpless, I missed that whole line of dialogue. Oh, and those of you thinking of bolting out the back way may want to think again, lest you fancy charring your own rear entrance, that is. Come on, girls, we've a rat to catch. What is going on? Got a group of female bandits, or... Entered an instance, okay. Oh. Let's see. Am I supposed to talk to someone in here, or... Let's see what Lilina has to say. I finally complete my training and earn a position at the custom house, and look what happens. Perhaps I should have ignored my mother and become a pirate instead. The Sanguine Sirens are infamous for their treatment of men. Rumor has it that all who are captured are made slaves of the female members and then worked day and night until they literally collapse from exhaustion. Those who cannot perform their duties, it's said they're taken out and hung from the bow of the Lady Infernal by their manhood. Yikes! We do not want to cross these folks. Oh, if only I'd stayed in bed and watched the sunrise with that beautiful wench I met at the winch. Now it looks as if I may not live to see another, or sunrise for that matter. Joking. Your petty attempts at thievery will gain you naught, Sirens. Everything here before you has been documented in triplicate. The noble knights of the Barracuda will have it all back before your rotting bodies are pecked clean by the gulls. Let's see what the coquettish pirate says. After finding the Coral Tower's brig empty, our captain suspected Carvalane's rat might be stowed away here in the Admiral's vaults instead. I dare say Carvalane will be hoping the Cudas showed a bit more creativity. Right. It doesn't look like we can get back there. I thought we might need to go upstairs, but it doesn't look like we can get there, so maybe the only way we can go is... Oh, wait. We might be able to go around these other directions here. Let's see what the voluptuous pirate has to say here. You heard the captain. Keep quiet or we'll cut your tongue out and feed it to the fishes. Now back over into the corner where you belong. Not very friendly. Peacockish pirate. Wander about the hall all you like, Drylander. Ain't no one leaving till Captain Rosswin says so. Mind your manners. You may live long enough to witness her take her rightful spot on the bridge. Cross her path, and she'll skin you alive. Let's see what Maraudalin says. If Emmerich manages to live through the night, I shall slit his throat with the cock's crow. I don't understand any of that, except that he's upset. Yeah, it looks like we're supposed to go downstairs here. Trigger another cutscene here. Oh, look who it is, Ishtala. I grow weary of this city and its endlessly simmering tensions. Though I abhor violence, that will not prevail me. Excuse me. That will not prevent me from taking decisive action when the occasion calls for it. Might now be one such occasion. Over here. Is there no end to this? Come on. Come along. I believe I know an alternate means of exit. Ishtala, always in the right place at the right time, at least for us. Helping us out of trouble. Uh-oh. She's on to us. You. I do apologize, but now does not seem to be the best time for heartfelt reunions. You may not have noticed, but your quaint little custom house is overrun with stark raving mad she-pirates. It had not escaped my attention. They seek a young pirate named Emmerich, though I know not why they imagine him to be here. A miraculous coincidence indeed, for I seek the same man. But you may put your worries aside, for a pirate, I am not. I wish only to speak with this Emmerich concerning a certain shadowless associate. Shadowless. I'm afraid that I know nothing of the pirate in whom you have all taken such an enthusiastic interest. As first assessor, my only concern is for the safety of the artifact we unearthed on Seal Rock. Interesting. Though I plainly cannot assist you in your investigation, I appeal to your better self to aid me until these vile interlopers have left my guild. Want us to look after this artifact? An artifact of what manner? A stone tablet covered with the letters or runes of a language far older than any found in our archives. We have been attempting to decipher it for a Sin Knight's space, and believe it may reveal more regarding the treasure that your quarry and his Kraken brethren are rumored to have stolen. Ah yes, Rotano Bloodcant. Few remain who are versed in this tongue. And fain to suffer fell grammaries, wherewith to lose o'er-reaching seas. Of course, they will use the key to call forth an army. Apparently she speaks this long-lost language. You can read the tablet? Tell me, what does the rest say? I would be delighted, but it seems these pirates have other plans. Well, let's fight them off, come on. Stay close if you value your life. Let's check out, I want to check out the journal, see what the journal entry says. Learning, you cross paths once again with the mysterious Ishtala, learning she is much more than she seems. Not only can she hold her own in a fight against great odds, but she also has an inexplicable knowledge of the circumstances surrounding Seal Rock and its treasures. After deciphering an ancient message carved upon a tablet shown to her by First Assessor Jarl, Ishtala realizes what she must do next and hurls herself into the heart of battle. Considering how poorly you might fare on your own, it is probably in your best interest to follow her lead. Okay, where is she? Does she go upstairs, or maybe she went... Okay, so we can't go that direction. And it looks like these pirates have been taken out, so maybe they've already done the fighting for us. Yes, another cutscene. Terrible shot. Practically hit her friend on the ground. Captain, the Kudas are here with reinforcements. It's time we disappeared. Just as I was starting to have some fun. Alright, Arkenwell Scholarlies, any one of you even thinks of mentioning the sirens when them Kudas come in here asking their questions, remember, we knows where each and every one of you and yours takes their rest. Savvy? A little bit of Captain Jack in there. Now back to looking busy. We'll just pretend nothing happened then. I must continue my search for Emmerich. Should you happen upon him before I enjoin him to wear the man without a shadow. You, over here, quickly, ask me a question. Anything. We must make this look proper. First Assessor, are you all right? Yes. I was simply lost in thought. The weapon. I believe I shall inquire with the Knights of the Barracuda once more. You may go, Volatus Kane. Okay, Okay then, I will. A glow emanates from the Adventurers Guild Link Pearl. So let's see, I guess that's probably Betaron. Let's see what he's got to say. Yes, indeed, it is Betaron. Looking for a lad named Emmerich, eh? Emmerich. Sounds right familiar, though I get hundreds of lads in me pub every day. Why don't you come by the wench? We can talk more of this fellow's whereabouts over a tall, warm ale. Alright, looks like we're headed back up to the, oh, I don't remember. It's the Mizzenmast Inn, but the bar is called something else. The Wench. The something Wench. And actually, you know, while we're down here, I'm going to go ahead and activate this quest. I'm not sure what it is that we're going to have to do for it, but let's see. Letting out Orion's Belt. Might have a moment of your time. Good adventurer, my name is. Not even going to try it. I'm the captain of a trading vessel called the Orion, currently docked here in Limsa. We're in the process of resupplying in preparation for the long journey east across the Sea of Jade to the small island nation of Thavnair and its capital city, Rats at Han. My intention is to fill our hold with high-quality flour, a rarity on Thavnair, and sell it to the upper-class merchants there for 10 times its value here on Vilbrand. However, the Orion's owner, my employer, doubts the wisdom of my plan. He says flour is flour, and that the merchants of Thavnair would not be able to discern Lanosian flour from the less expensive Uldan variety that they already import, giving them no reason to pay more for our product. It sounds like he's right, unless you can show them. Truth be told, I expected he might have his misgivings, so I had a solution ready. I would have the ships cook, bake some bread using Lanosian flour and offer it as a gift to the ruling houses of Rats at Han, telling each house that the others had found its flavor to far surpass that of bread made from Uldan sunset wheat. The nobles would have no choice but to agree, and of course, not wishing to be outdone by their peers, demand that their kitchens also stock Lanosian flour. Sounds like a good plan. A flawless plan, one would think. Ah, but not to my ever doubtful patron. Can you guess what his eloquent retort was? What if the bread tastes of shite? So to appease him, I have contrived a second plan, and it is in this that I require your assistance. The ship's cook has already baked several batches of bread following the same recipe we intend to use in Rats at Han. I would like you to take them to 4 of Limsa's more respected gourmands and gauge their opinions on the flavor. I would be happy to. Very good. I've marked on your map the location of the 4 Limensans whose opinion I would have you seek. Oh, and do not forget the bread. It is a variety known as Fishtack, a firm, unleavened biscuit containing pieces of dried sardine for flavor. It has been a staple on trading ships for generations, but the recipe was perfected by my cook. My crews say they've tasted none better in all the realm. So basically, we're going to talk to four people. And, alright. I'm going to try to do as many quests as I can, because I know all of these, I assume all of these are going to be going away. Maybe some of them will be staying, but I don't want to make that assumption. So I'm going to do as many as I can. And actually, let's take a look at our journal and see where on the map these guys are, because maybe they're closer than we think. Alright, so there's one at Admiral's Lift, which is basically straight ahead. Is there anyone else on the first floor? Oh, no, wait. Is this the one right here? I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Okay. So let's go take care of that. I'm assuming all of the people I'm going to be talking to are in Limsa, so we'll just run around and get those opinions on the Fishtack biscuit. Still have yet to see another player, I believe. I wonder if the prices on anything have changed because the game servers are down. It'd be nice if everything cost, 1 gil. Well, no. Everything is still about, it looks to me like it's the same price as they always were. Maybe they've changed and I just haven't paid attention to it, but You know, speaking of Gil, I believe that whenever we get to A Realm Reborn, money is going to be changing a little bit. I think they're going to basically knock off 1 0 or 1 decimal place on everybody's Gil and on the prices that everything costs. I'm not exactly sure of the economics going on under the surface there for why they're choosing to do that, but I do know that that is coming in A Realm Reborn. So this is where we're supposed to talk to that person, get his opinion on the Fishtack biscuit. But it doesn't look like those characters have loaded up yet, and here he goes, just came in. Or here she is, I suppose. Peddle your gutter biscuits elsewhere, adventurer. I will not squander good coin on third-rate quiz... Free of charge, you say? Ah, well then I suppose a bite wouldn't hurt. Wow, closed-minded at the start there. Fishtack, eh? I must admit, it is better than I expected, though truth be told my expectations were quite low. A bit too salty for my taste, but that's not a good mug of warm ale couldn't help balance. So that seems like a decent appraisal. And I don't believe there's anyone else on the first level of Limsa that we need to talk to about this, so I'm going to jump on up to the second level. I can see another exclamation point on the map. I'm not sure if that one has to do with letting out Orion's belt. Let's take another look at the map and see. It doesn't appear that that is the case. And now I am a little bit perplexed because I'm supposed to talk to... Oh wait, no, I'm not. The map doesn't actually show me on the second level yet. You know what? I'm here. Why don't I just talk to him anyway? No. He does have a quest for us, but not... Oh wait, that's the person I saw earlier today, Chrono Trigger. He was in that exact same position then also. So, well, we saw another player, even though he or she is not doing anything. You know, actually, now that I think about it, Chrono Trigger might have moved, might have, you know, walked a few steps forward. But that's about it, probably. Alright, let's go open in our journal one more time. Okay. No, it does show us on the second floor. Well, the only one I can see for sure that we need to talk to now is Shoshoma. So I guess we'll just go talk to them. Maybe the map only shows us one at a time. Actually, Shoshoma looks like it's on the first floor. Yeah, that must be what it's doing. It's showing us each individual... Oh, there's Shoshoma. Right down there. Yeah, I guess the map is showing us each person one at a time. I guess I have to visit them in order. That's fine. It's nice that the city has these ramps all around the city, so that when you need to get down a floor, or when you need to go down a level or up a level, it's probably not too far a run from the nearest ramp or the nearest staircase. All right, let's see what Shoshoma thinks about these biscuits. Biscuits for Shoshoma. My mom always told me never to take food from strangers, but these biscuits look so good. I'm sure she won't mind just this once. Oh, sir, it's absolutely delicious. Far better than the biscuits Mum makes. That's for certain. They're always burnt black as an alley cat and smell like one too. Maybe you shouldn't say that to your mum, but I'm glad you like the biscuits. Alright, now where are we going? Still on the first floor, we're going to talk to Daka Jinjal. Looks like in the Fisherman's Guild. Do we need to go down for that? I feel like there's a staircase we need to go down. Or maybe we'll just... Yeah, we can just get into the building right here. looking at the general box down there, the dialogue box, it says I turn in a piece of fish tack. I turn in. Anyway, here's Daka Jinjal. Get a fisherman's opinion here. Fish tack, do I look like a sailor? Alright, I suppose I do. But why in the seven hells would you be just giving the stuff away? Is this a ruse? Hard, dry, briny, yes, it's fish tack, alright. What? Were you expecting something else? For me to say how I've never tasted anything better? How the aroma and crunch of the perfectly brown, buttery crust tickled my senses? How the subtle hint of smoked sardines was the perfect accent to the full-bodied richness of the coarsely milled Lanosian flour? Will that do? Okay, fine then. I don't know what to make of that, except he's a little bit of a sarcastic fellow. Alright, where's the last one? Ain't Foat. Up in the Culinarians Guild, so we'll finally get the opinion of a bona fide culinarian, but the Culinarians Guild is on the second floor, so we're going to have to do a little bit of running to get up there. You know, that description of the biscuit, of the fish tack, it kind of made me want to taste it. It was a very mouth-watering description, I think. Alright, where we need to go. The Culinarians Guild is directly above that, so we'll go down East Hawker's Alley here. You know, I wonder if the in-game event, the kind of the end of the world battle, there was supposed to be kind of a battle at the end of all things that all the players in the game, like all the Final Fantasy players could, or all Final Fantasy XIV players could log on and take part in the battle. And I read about it, how there were a lot of technical problems with it, a lot of people being booted, servers being stressed out and things of that nature. But I wonder if you can go in and still do that now. Might be worth looking into. Alright, let's see what Ain't Foat says about these biscuits. Of all the culinarians in this fine establishment, you would have none other than Ain't Foat, Lord of the Larder, give his opinion on this quaint little biscuit of yours? Quite a discerning eye you have, my friend. You were right to come to me, and I shall duly indulge you. Now let us have a taste. The flavor, the aroma, why, this fish tack is utterly not bad. Yes, not bad. Not good, mind you, but not bad. Yes. I say, why don't you invite whomever it was that made those biscuits to visit me? I would like to examine his recipe and remedy its shortcomings, yes. Be sure to tell him that. I shall be here waiting. Generously. Apparently he did enjoy it, and apparently he is not above stealing recipes, or perfecting recipes, I guess as he might say. Alright, now let's run back to a fellow whose name I couldn't pronounce, and finish the quest up. that Volatus Kane here is at a low enough level that I don't think we'll need party members to get some things done, at least where I'm at now. But you know, given that they haven't really announced A Realm Reborn's official release date yet, you know, it could theoretically be months before it comes out, and you know, we could play. I could get a lot done in those months, even though none of this progress will be officially saved. It will make things much harder if I don't have any other players to play with when we get to later content. Okay, so well, what is the consensus on the Fishtack? I would say people overall enjoyed it. Salty, yes. Better than burnt biscuits, yes. Amazingly not bad, yes. Tongues removed, what? Well, I suppose 3 of 4 is not that bad. This should be enough to thoroughly convince the Orion's patron that my plan is worthy of consideration. If he agrees, I can have our hold filled with flour and ready to set sail by nightfall tomorrow. Once the flour has sold in rods at Han, I can use the money to buy 10 score crates of kookaroo beans, which I will then take to Ulda, where they will catch a fine price from the Sultana's royal confectioners. And with the coin made from the beans, I should have enough to fill the Orion's hold with Thanolan tea leaves, which I shall bring back here to Limsa, tea being the preferred drink of the city-state's many pleasure barge patrons. And if my calculations are correct, the profit made from this run added to what I have stashed away should be enough to convince the owner to sell me his ship. You seem like the reliable type. When the Orion is finally mine, I wouldn't mind having you on as a deckhand. No? Well, life on the sea isn't for everyone. But if you change your mind, come back and speak with me again. Until then, my friend. Very well. Alright, let's see. One pair of hempen kecks. That is pretty cool. While we're here, let's see if we can try those on. I wonder if I can use them. What do I have equipped now? Weathered chausses. Hempen kecks. Let's see, what do I need? Oh, come on. I guess I don't have yeah, I'm not the right class. Gladiator, Pugilist, Marauder, LNC. I'm having trouble remembering what that stands for. Arcanist, CRP, BSM. I don't think any of those. Paladin, Monk, Warrior, Dragoon, Bard. No, doesn't look like I can wear them. But that brings up an interesting point, though. That, you know, I in one of the earlier episodes, I spent a significant amount of time running around trying to find clothing to buy. You know, an upgrade for the whatever shirt, whatever tunic I was wearing. I wanted an upgrade, and so I was running around trying to find someone who would sell it to me, and couldn't find anything. And I don't know, it never really occurred to me that maybe what I should do is complete some quests, because you often get gear upgrades whenever you complete quests. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like we'll be able to use those pants. Have to stick with the weathered chausses we have now. So last thing I want to do with this video is run up to the Mizzenmast Inn, or the Wench. Ah, man, I need to figure out what the right name for that place is, what the name for the bar is. But run up there and talk to Baderon, because that's the last thing we need to do. I think that's the last thing we need to do for the current story quest. So we'll take care of that. And then we'll call it an episode, I think. You know, one thing I never was able to do in the game so far is, you know, there are certain teleport crystals located around the city. Every major city, they have these little teleport crystals that if you purchase the right item from your company, from your grand company, you can use those teleport crystals to get around the city much faster. And that's definitely something that having to run around the city like this all episode kind of makes you appreciate something like that a little bit more. All right, let's talk to Baderon and end this story quest. Here, take this. Been meaning to give it to you for some time now, and now's as good a time as any. Now about this Emmerich. What did he give us? I want to know. Okay. Now about this Emmerich. You're after the treacherous sod what went and sold the Kuda's to the Fishtacks for an handful of sparklies, eh? Well, if I was the betting sort, I'd wager he'd be caged over in the big Drummond, anchored offshore. Them knights send the worst of the worst out there till they be sentenced. Keep a brigand like that in the Coral Tower, and it won't be long afore some lad with the fires of vengeance burning an hole in his belly scales his way up the walls, ops into the cell, and does the sorry bugger in his sleep. Does the sorry bugger in... I'm having trouble reading that. Ops into the cell, and does the sorry bugger in his sleep. I guess kill him. 'Twas the old Stallman's idea to hide him away in the ship, it was. Problem is, getting on that vessel ain't gonna be an easy task, specifically for a greenback like yourself. Why don't you drop by the wench once you've a few more notches in your blade, and then I might be able to help you. So we need to level up, I guess, before we can do the next story quest. But boy, we got 15,000 gil, 300 experience points. That is great. So we need to level up. I'm not sure what level we need to be. I believe the landmarks are 8 and 13, so we might need to do leveling up to get to 13 before we can continue. But I think that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching very much. Let's do a little emote to end the episode. Have Volatus wave goodbye to us. Alright. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Hope you're learning from it. Hope you're enjoying it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.